Alright, on the bench here we've got Singer Futura II. This body is the 1030 and 1036, and I think some of the other Futura models. I've got 3 of these that a customer brought in and wants this one functional, and the other 2, I guess, if those can be made to work, also functional. But the bobbin winder on this one, I suspect, has a cracked cam lifter on it because it's not lifting properly when I flip the switch. The foot, or the feed dog here, has already snapped one of the legs on it. So I'm going to start with our covers here and keep checking the machine. I took the screw out of the inside here, so the first side cover comes off the end with 1 screw on the Futura. Some of the other machines with this body, the electronic ones in particular, have that extra set screw on the back to check. And then 1, 2, 3 screws on the lid to lift off. And you have to take the end cover off first because there's a latch under the lid that hooks on that end cover. This machine has all of the original goopy brown grease in it, which seems to be in decent shape, and it is moving, so the tension was set a little bit high on the tensioner, so we'll take our time and clean in the tensioner a bit. And I'll get all of this lubed up on top, and then we'll have to crack the bottom open and take a look to see what. And this trim piece, there we go. This trim piece was stuck to the back cover there with a bit of oil. That's why it was trying to bring both sides at once. So that trim piece is in nice shape. But yeah, we'll kind of get started on these. And I don't know the history of the Futura versus the 1036 and 1030 Fashion Touch, but they're basically the same machine on the inside, very similar. Oh, this cover is loose already, so we'll have to get in and see whether the screw for this front cover is already missing or not. Alright, on the bottom side, these things have so many screws on them for this body style. 1 here, these feet, a screw here, these 2 feet, and a screw over here. The only foot you don't have to take off is typically this one here, but you always have to check because some of the body styles, all the feet are used as screws. But then this body cover just pops off, and there's the first always found problem on these. There's a crack on the, this whole, I'm just going to take this off now because it's going to have to get replaced. Or I'll have to do something with it. I'm going to check it out more thoroughly, but the winding cam here, giant crack on top, small crack on the bottom here. So this cam is not, that metal hub isn't held to the plastic at all. In fact, I bet. With a little more leverage, I'm sure that hub would spin freely inside that plastic cam. So the gears are the original square gears, so have to inspect those carefully for any damage. And our spring for this plunger on the winder and the winder itself, we're going to take that and just immediately dip it in the sonic cleaner to get that goop off of it. So otherwise, under here we're looking good. Is our the motor feels loose, so I bet the rubber motor mounts in it are rotten, because that's the age of this machine, and these motor mounts rot pretty quickly. Right. I took the cover off. There's usually a spring on the edge here for the needle plate retainer, but that pin is just driven in, it looks like. So I'm going to have to drive that pin down to get the needle plate to slide off so I can finish working on that. Oh, and there is a new there's a new white bushing on the front of the motor, but the old bushings have grayed on the front here. We'll still have to check that out and see. I'm also spotting a crack in the belt there. Also, there's no good way to see, but right in here is supposed to be the screw that holds that front cover on, and that screw is completely missing. So that's why that front cover was loose, is it's missing its retainer screw. Alright, slid our lamp cover off here, and this machine has definitely seen a lot of use. Somebody's got a new LED lamp in it, or the owner has a new LED lamp in it. With that lamp cover off now, this front cover will slip off. It's still a bit of a trick here, because it's got to slip forward and up and then tilt a little bit. And you have to make sure and remove the reverse button and stitch length selector. But now that I have the machine completely naked here, the front here is important to access, because this lever here is like all the stitch selector mechanisms is this front here. Let me get the knobs back on. We'll remember. So we have to be able to get in here to make sure and oil all the stitch selectors. And the cam slider is through this slot for lubricating. And this lower lever here, you can see it got stuck. So we have to access behind that front cover to be able to oil right on this slider here. So, all right. I'm gonna finish getting the bobbin cover off, and then I guess I need to move to the next machine to see what shape it's in. This one, it looks like, is in good shape aside from the winding cam here. So we'll take a look at that and decide what to do about it.